everyone. Oh, I need the chat somewhere. Yes. Okay. Welcome to this live stream. I started like a bit late. I have like a watermark from my webcam. I don't know why. And I decided I don't fix that. So, yeah. Good evening, Milo. Good evening, Max. Or good morning, maybe, for you. Okay, so today, there is one thing I wanted to do is like maybe to review and update the how is it called, the alliance ranking, and maybe see it like not maybe, this is what is sure with jrock, the R5 of vKv. So we're going to have him live. Let me add. Oh, okay, so you can see my screen if I update this ranking. Not sure we'll go through it today entirely, but at least it's here. Okay, that was April 2025, July 2025, and duplicate. Now we'll have September 2025. Just need to update that. Let's call jrock. A lot has changed from that list. Definitely. It changed so much. Good evening, MA Vibes. Hey, love to MJ. Okay, let's call jrock before he falls asleep. It's actually the first time I will talk with him. I spend lots of time on the phone with play. Hey, hello! Hello!
Uh-oh, I can't hear you through my phone.
You can't hear me? I haven't checked line, fixing line. And I hear myself. Use system setting. No, check me. Now you hear me? Now you're supposed to hear me. Maybe not. Hello. Oh, wait, there's something.
Yes, I can hear you now.
You can hear me now. Ah,
yes,
fantastic. I think you have the live stream on somewhere. I can hear myself in double.
Yup, I just muted it.
Yes. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's actually first time I hear your voice.
Yes.
We've been playing together for a while now. Like since the season before All Star, right? I started being in vKv 1225 in April 2025.
Yes, it was the season we migrated from 1330 to 1225.
Oh, I don't hear you well. It just faded. I faded something. Oh. Setting. No, I have the sound to the max.
All right, can you hear me now?
I hear you, but like from really, really far.
Oh.
I'm checking if there is something wrong on my side, but it seems all good.
I'm using earbuds.
Wait, no, I hear you from very, very far. I'm just looking on my computer if there is something I could fix somewhere. Wait, talk now?
Can you hear me now?
No, it's not working. Oh, this. Oh. Now I will hear you better.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, yes, I hear you.
Okay.
It's just that we use so sometimes loud, sometimes not. But that's
Yep.
okay. That's okay. This is because we didn't test because we are such busy persons, and we
Yes,
have
I can agree.
we have really p- passionate lives, and we just talk so much in little group in vKv that we don't have time for testing or do anything else. Oh, Manu is here in the chat to check you out. So let's get into serious topic and not talk about how weirdly we hear the sound for hours, because we want to sleep after that. So you just had your first season as an R5 of vKv, right?
Yes.
But it's not your first time being R5.
I was R5 back in PYW in 1330 for a season. So, as many of you may know, I started in 1330 with Rhyno, that's his home state, our home state, back in March of 2023, I believe. And moved around a couple alliances, started Zoo, started WAO, if any of those guys remember. And then we merged with a couple other states and had them migrate to 1330. And then we created PYW, and we had a really fun season as our first 4-faction winter season. And I was helping lead that season.
Okay.
And this must have been over a year and a half ago.
Okay, so a year and a half with vKv, right?
It's been since March, I believe, or April this year.
Okay.
So after PYW, we ended up coming to 1225 earlier this year. And then we had one season in 1225 with vKv, where we did very well on the map. And then we ended up moving to 1001 to merge with BXM and kind of escape where vKv was dominating the map. There was really no competition at that point for vKv. So we thought, okay, let's put ourselves to challenge and move to 1001 and see what we can do in the older states bracket.
Yeah, because it was getting boring in the young state when you don't have competition.
And we had the 3 strongest bases on the map.
Yeah,
when you have the 3 strongest bases, there's really no competition.
Yeah, and you play Rhyno Bear base on top of your base, of course.
Yes, I've been helping to pilot Rhyno for probably a year and a half now.
And you are an expert at playing a max base. Then you are the one I ask actually when I want to do stuff like how do I set up my defense on max base. That's that kind of stuff. I go to you to ask that.
Yes, it's very important, especially a lot of times, max bases now have so many troops, T9 enhanced. So it's important to try to save your T10, T11. And you want to try to maximize the kills your T9 can get before they get to your T10, T11. So it's very important how you structure that defense to make the best use of your best APC and minimize that loss.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to check defense, but I'm not on the big base right now. Anyways, that's not exactly the topic we discussed that we would be discussing today. There is no question in the chat at the moment, but I think we know that people might have noticed there was change in vKv after this season. Can you tell us what happened?
In regards to the BXM and vKv changes?
Everything. We see that vKv is not maxed. Like vKv now has 84 players out of 100 places. So that means that even with 15 presidential invitation, vKv won't be maxed for next season. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's dive directly in the hard topics.
Okay,
tell us
sounds
what
good.
happened.
So, it happened really last Sunday night for me. I'm in USA time frame. So I handed out all the Eden rewards at reset. You know, took me 10, 15 minutes to do that.
Yeah.
Did my dailies and went to bed. And one person had left, I think, right after I gave him the rewards. I don't remember exactly who it was.
Yeah, it always happens.
But we knew someone was leaving. But I wake up in the morning and there's 15, 20 people gone. And I start reading my messages, and we had a lot of the previous BXM players that we had merged with leave the alliance and join back into BXM later on the next day. So there, again, there's no hard feelings or anything. It's just different play styles. They want to play a little bit less serious than we would like to.
Yes.
And they have a kind of close knit group of people that they wanted to really be close with. So it was an amicable split, and we're sharing the state. And again, there's no hard feelings between anybody. Their R5 has reached out a couple times to me just to keep in touch. So we've actually accepted a couple immigrations on behalf of BXM as well, besides just vKv.
Now I can maybe have migration. I haven't checked the migrant actually. Migration. State 1001 migration review. Okay, we accepted a bunch of people, so we can see we have 4 places left. Right. And
yes,
accepted 11 people. What about those 4 places left? Are they reserved for someone? Or if someone can join, they can talk to you?
Yeah, so we are always actively recruiting active players that are willing to be team members, willing to help with tiling, speed tiling, objectives, flags, really just to help the culture of the vKv improve, right? So I think there's been a lot of negativity towards vKv, which I think in the last season we've really tried to improve that image that VK has in the older states.
Yes, because it's been 2 seasons back to back against TW6, but the vibe was totally different this season compared to the previous one.
Yes, we had some challenges in the previous season. 2 seasons ago now, I guess you could call it. And we made some changes. We set out some more strict rules for the alliance and the team members on behalf of vKv. And I think it came across much better this season. Our teammates were awesome on Eden. We stayed as one faction, and we stayed to the end. And unfortunately, it didn't end up how we wanted to. And we ended up cease fighting against the North this season, but we really came to good terms with them.
So did you have communication directly with TW6 this season, or was FoWa handling this and vKv maybe staying out of the chat considering the previous season? How did it happen in diplomacy?
Yeah, so that's a good point to bring up. So vKv did not have any direct communication with TW6 this season. We let FoWa kind of manage that communication between us. And they did a fantastic job. Their leaders did a fantastic job this season on handling that communication with us.
Okay, so there's a comment in the chat from Max Treeboy Zabrin saying vKv is a good team. Jrock, do you agree that vKv is a good team?
I think we're a great team, you know.
But what are the strengths of vKv?
I appreciate that.
What do you think are the strengths in vKv?
Is that for me, Mel?
Yes.
So I think we have some pretty good strength. We have Rhyno. For those, a lot of people know Rhyno from previous early states, or some previous newer states, and then now to the older states. You know, he has a couple displays of power on YouTube. And we also had last season we brought in King Kong and DeKraken. They were both from 1254, along with T-Mock. And then this season, T-Mock has brought a new base in. You see it right there on the screen. King T-Mock has brought an old base, or sorry, a younger state base into the alliance that has a very similar strength to our other top 3 bases.
So that means 4 bases that are close to max bases. That's a lot in one alliance.
Yes. Yeah. I don't want to say they're top tier bases, but they are very, very strong bases.
I mean, when you say they are not top tier bases, like they are not fully maxed, but actually, in fact, if they are meeting any of the top tier bases, they can play countering each other, right?
Yes, correct.
So that's still did we lose any big bases with vKv emptying after the season?
We lost a couple what we call tier 2 bases. So we so for our power and how we strategize, we split our fighting bases into tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So tier 1 we consider to be a maxed base, so maxed on USB, technology, mech. Those are the tier 1s. Tier 2 are super strong bases. In Eden, they're probably around 7 to 7,500 might. So we did lose a couple of those. Most notably, Super Loki base, which was previously Ananda base. Asta, Khan, and Wassel.
Right, Super Loki is the guy who went rogue in the state before migrating, right?
Yes. I was in a conference call, and at my work, and I got blown up on messages that my base was zeroed. And there was a little bit of disagreement with Super Loki on some other topics. And before he migrated to a different state, he zeroed my base. And I think he hit another base. I can't remember exactly which one. And then he also hit King T-Mock. Yeah, Talk of New York. Yep.
Yeah, and T-Mock. And King Kong also? No, T-Mock? Yeah. He hit a bunch of people, actually.
He actually zeroed one of my farms. He found my farms there, and he hit each of them twice, and he zeroed one.
You think it was targeted hits against people he had a problem with, or was he just going randomly rogue, thinking no one will know in his new state of ZZ7?
I honestly don't know what his thought was. Honestly, it is what it is right now. I did send a message to people I know in the state he moved to, and let him know that this is something that he did, and it's up to them to decide how they want to manage that.
Yeah. I just use you to spill tea on my stream. And I think TZ is appreciating the conversation in the chat. And Manu says that Rhyno is a farm too.
Yes, Loki did hit some of Rhyno farms.
Oh, no,
I
he
think
thinks
because-
Rhyno farm. Oh, I understood she was saying Rhyno is a farm. Okay, you say Loki hits Rhyno farm.
No, he did. I think because he knows that I pilot Rhyno, he hit some of Rhyno's farms as well.
Oh, but she's curious why he didn't attack Rhyno directly. Oh.
I don't know.
Ah, that's so mysterious. I think you're scary.
I'd be scared of Rhyno too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good thing those farms were empty.
Yeah, so yeah, back to those 16 places we have in vKv now. So as R5, you have different options. Obviously, you can still accept 4 more people in the state, as that won't be enough, but you can accept 4 more people in the state. You can accept people that are in 1001 already and would want to join a bigger alliance. And someone mentioned in the chat also you can bring in your best sub base, the best alt, the best flag base, the best farms. That is the plan.
Yeah, so we're not super interested right now in being a super max, all powerful alliance. We are trying to really gel as a team and get the correct type of players we want on the team. So right now we're looking for those characteristics when we bring in people. So right now we are actively having some of our more core players that have been with the team for a significant amount of time bring in their alt bases. You can see that in some of the alliance members already. And I've shared a couple of names with the leadership chat on who those alts are. But again, we are always recruiting, as any team is. But again, we're looking more for active players that are going to have the right type of culture for our team.
Yes, TZ in the chat says that subs help more than you think. And that's true that sometimes a good flag base is better to have than a weak inactive player who complain in the chat every day.
Yes. So having some of those trusted players and more veteran players in vKv is going to really help us in the future. Last season, as many players on vKv know, we did struggle some with flags and walls at times. So having some more bases under the control of our key leaders will help us in the future with flags, walls, and other random tasks we need to do during Eden.
But also there is always kind of a risk to burning out some players. Like right now, if I check the Air 1, I can see Banger Bob and Bob's Big Boy. So I guess it means Bob has 3 bases now in vKv on top of helping friends like Asdin on her base. And I see Flag vKv1, vKv2, NS2, those are 4 flags from Never Surrender, right? So that means
yes.
He used 5 bases. So how do you stop your key players from burning out?
That is a great question that I don't have a very good answer to right now.
Okay.
And that's something I'll need to work on for the team and with the team to manage how we do that.
TZ says share logins. So I guess we can do that, provided that ZZ7 is not against us this season, I guess, because I think TZ has access in ZZ7.
Yes.
So you always have to be careful who people are piloting for in other states.
Yes.
Okay, but we talked about vKv still have really strong bases. Now has lots of place. It is adding also alt base. So what was I about to say? Yeah, but I wonder how it is compared to other alliances. So of course I have alliance ranking I want to finish, but we right now at Reset we just got news on the top 16 of Summit Arena, so we can check that out.
Yes, I was looking through that earlier before our call started.
Yes. So did you see it? Do we have many people in? Oh, we only have 2. Oh, but King Temok base is from younger state, so it didn't count for this Summit Arena, right?
Correct. So King Tiamat base was actually ranked 2 in, I believe it is 1201 through 1350, I believe, Summit Arena. Till have to correct me on that. I don't know if that's the correct numbers.
Okay. For I don't have a base in Young State now that I can check. Or maybe Never Surrender gave me login from sourcing and I just lost it. Wait a second. Oh, Alliance ranking is on the screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can actually see Summit Arena now that their Eden has started. It did finish a couple weeks ago, I believe.
Okay. So, wait, what is that? Okay. So let's update vKv Summit Arena top 16 this season. There is 2 bases in Fearless, Rhyno and Dark Kraken. And there is 1 in Perseverance, which is King Temok. So we have 3 bases in Summit Arena top 16. That's correct.
Yeah, we need to find out why Kong lost and who he lost to, because he should have been up there.
Yeah, I can check in Kong base if he's offline. Not right now, maybe.
He did just mention. I'm looking in chat, and T-Mock and I both agree that Kong is stronger than a bunch of bases in there, so he might have gotten hard countered on accident.
Yes, yeah, definitely. He might have not updated his APC on time at some point. I can probably see the historic in his base later. What are the alliances that performed well? So FoWa, I guess, performed well. 1, 2, 3. 3 bases.
FoWa has 3 or 4. Yep.
3. There is Goku, Apocalypse, which is Apocalypse is the old base of who already? Silent, right?
Yes.
And Canada. Okay.
Yes, I believe Canada sold one of his bases, if I remember correctly.
Yes, he sold one. I don't remember who. Canada, Goku, Apocalypse. Okay, where's performed well? 9FD, what is that? 9FD. Oh, they just have 1. It's not a big deal. 67E got migration.
Yes. So 67E, from what I remember, Longonius Pal, Old Yan Yan base, and Jew moved there from 1235.
Okay, so those 3 bases, they won't be in the Summit Arena. because they are from Younger State. So there are 3 bases that are maybe in Summit Arena in Younger State and not in Summit Arena in Fearless Division.
Correct.
Okay, and even without those bases, they already have 2 bases in Summit Arena. So 6-7E could be considered they have 2 to 5 bases in Summit Arena.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out Godzilla base. He is without an alliance right now.
Yes, he's without alliance. Why wouldn't he be in an alliance? Is he migrating?
So the only thing I can think of is he would migrate and potentially to join 67E.
Oh,
I can only speculate on that, but I am not sure.
Oh, that could happen. Okay. So maybe Godzilla is moving to 6-7E too. Oh.
Yeah, it could be 6-7E, it could be XEC. So that base, I believe, is locked to a non-international server.
Okay. But 6-7E is in a bugged state.
Correct.
We saw it before that 6-7E is in 6-7-8, which is supposed to be in a Chinese locked bracket. But if you are in younger international state, you see it for migration. So international and Chinese state, if they are above 1200 state, they can all migrate to 6-7-8. While in older state, only the Chinese state can migrate to 6-7-8. Draco says that 6-7E is out of slots. They already received 15 players, so they won't get Godzilla. And younger state have the Water Eden. Okay. And Ju and Pal were top 8 in Summit Arena in the younger states. So yeah, that means 4 bases in Summit Arena for 6-7E. Okay, I'm curious about TW6. Did you have access to an older base to check it out, or are you discovering it with me?
No, I actually I had Manu send me pictures and also Pain Train.
Okay,
so I have access.
So there are 3-4 really big alliance now in the older state. TW6, ZZ7 obviously, and FoWa is getting even bigger with SXK having a group of players migrating to FoWa. And TW6 in Summit Arena has you, Migijuns 2, Basha, Luigi the Pig, High Tech obviously. So that's 5 bases in top 16 of Summit Arena for TW6. ZZ7 has Mimiliu. And Bully and Same. So 3 bases for ZZ7. And for FoWa, we have Pip, Cody. I don't know that player. And what is that? Dharma? And
I don't see Dharma on here.
Maya. Dharma is bottom left. So FoWa has 3 bases in top 16 Summit Arena. But they did really good recruitment that is not here, like Brex or The White Knight. They are really strong.
Yes.
It's just that the old bracket is so competitive that super big bases are still left out from the top 16 based on luck.
Yes, it's not exactly representative.
Mm-hmm. And NPH has two bases there. There is Pirate P and there is Apollon.
Yeah, one base I'm surprised is not in here is Knuckles base, unless that changed names.
Right. Didn't he have some problem in with logging in? Was that fixed?
I am not sure, but I was expecting to see his base in here.
Yes, definitely. But I've heard he had problem logging in and that he might be done because of this, but I'm not sure. See, Draco says he quit. Didn't play last season. Like Mars.
Well, those two were always really good friends from what I understand.
Yeah, so it could be because of this friendship, but it could be also like the XDC players, because they were also really good friends with Knuckles, and they had issue and they had their base banned, the two main players of XDC, and could have been related. So 678 is now the big Chinese state. 678 has another big base called Butterfly. Ooh, that is not here. Okay, so who do you want as an opponent this season, jrock? I've heard that the 7 is asking for us.
Well, I haven't heard that directly out of any of my people I know on ZZ7's messages.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hopeful that we get a team that is comparable to ours in both combat power and big bases.
Mm-hmm.
I think last season was a great challenge for us. We didn't back down. If you looked at the Conquer Arena, which is where I go to see what the state of power is in the season. Ever since the first week, the top three bases were always TW6. It was High Tech, Ryu, and Basha.
Yes.
And then it was Rhyno, Kraken, Kong. And those three spots would intermix with other strong bases on the map. Canada's both were up there. High Tech second base was up there. Mick Jun Stu, Luigi was always right there as well. So I'm hopeful that we get a map that has a little bit better big base balancing.
Mm-hmm.
A couple larger bases like a Rhyno, a Kraken, a Kong, or a King T-Mock, they can go against one super base. But it's a little challenging when you're confronted with three of the top bases on one team. And that's sort of the reason why vKv did leave, because we felt overpowered and it was unfair to the rest of the teams in that bracket.
Mm-hmm. So in the chat, Draco says FoWa versus vKv, but I keep checking the alliances now. I open the screen, and in terms of power, in raw power of the alliance, vKv is so much smaller because those are many of the younger bases, so they didn't have time to build all the troops others have to carry all season. So vKv right now is 125 billion power, while FoWa, 670, ZZ7, TW6, they're all above 200 billion power. So vKv looks way smaller.
Yes, we do. And that's partially by design, I think, as well. After we had the exodus of the BXM team, right there were a couple really strong bases in that team. Polar, which I forgot to mention, is a really strong base as well. he's stocking up on 15G combat power. Asta's up near 8G. LaSalle's really, really strong. His base is super, super strong sleeper base. So some of those other bases had a lot of power. And then you look at the top bases for vKv, Rhyno now is I believe he's the strongest combat power and the strongest base right now in vKv. Kong and Kraken are certainly catching up onto him with all their excitement for the season. So I think it'll be interesting for matchmaking this season, how they do it based on combat power or base power in the alliance.
Oh, yes. I opened the screen for Commander Power Ranking, and we can see that the biggest bases are older bases. And Rhyno, Kraken, Temok, King Kong, those are way stronger. Like they can really burn the top 3 in power of the state, Polar Bear, Break, or Asta, Con. But they have less troops. So this explains why vKv has smaller power, but definitely not to be messed with. Okay.
I see a comment from Draco on the screen, and I honestly wouldn't mind a FoWa versus vKv Eden. I think it'd be really fair and really balanced, to be honest.
Actually, I agree. And actually, I think we shouldn't be afraid of ZZ7. What do you think? I mean, I wouldn't automatically bet on ZZ7. If we were against ZZ7, it could be fun. But after 2 seasons in a row against TW6, I wouldn't mind a less competitive season.
Or, yeah, I mean, TW6 is the power alliance right now.
Yeah.
There are some other alliances that are creeping up on that. ZZ7, 6070 is probably getting close to that. So I think it really depends on who lands on the map in each faction. If ZZ7 gets a FoWa or a 67E on their team, that could be a really interesting matchup. Or even Forever on their team, right? I mean, you got the Supermax bases of Melouche and Sama, and Mia teaming up. That would be a really interesting matchup to TW6.
Ah yeah, ZZ7 plus Forever versus TW6. That would be lots of fun.
That would be a fantastic Eden to watch for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, many people want to see ZZ7 versus TW6, but now that Forever is getting migration and getting so much bigger, I want to see a rematch of Mia versus the TW6 bases.
Mia's not a weak base, and that shows in all the Edens that she's been in for many, many seasons, and catapulting her team to, I believe it was 3rd or 4th in All Stars.
Oh,
don't quote me on what the Forever team got, but I think it was 3rd or 4th.
I just checked the migration to 239, and I see one of our guy.
Yeah. So as we were talking, Jon Snow sent a message and did move.
Okay, bye, Jon Snow. Okay. I mean, okay, which statement? Oh, wanted to see the migration to TW6. Let's see that application list. Okay.
Yeah, scroll the other way.
Huh? What did you say?
You have to scroll the other way. My screen might be a little bit delayed.
Oh, yes. Oh, Milo in the chat says, we need a break from TW6. And TZ says, you better never surrender. Are we changing R5 now? Now we can surrender. and we rock now. So, okay, I don't see crazy big base joining TW6 this season. Those are interesting base, active players. LMZ seems to be a big one from 433. But I haven't heard about it before.
Yeah, so something that, and this is just me reading in on the other alliances. A lot of the bigger alliances like TW6, they're really focusing on high active players. So you can see some of those names other players may recognize as players that are always there doing the right things.
Yes.
Which I think is smart for them. So kudos to them for having that strategy.
Yeah, they don't really need more strong players. They already have them all. I mean, they have many. They have enough strong players to be a bit bored on their map. Mm. So now they recruit very active players. Okay, is that something you are trying to do also? Or are you open to recruit strong players?
I think as I stated earlier, for me personally, for vKv, I'm open to all players as long as they have the right attitude and they have the right culture to fit into vKv. Be that a strong member or not so strong member. We welcome everybody as long as you have the right attitude and are willing to help the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's I think
I think that shows in some of our migration that we've approved and who we've worked with. We're really focused on those active players, that are willing to speed tile, willing to drop tiles, and do what is needed for the benefit of the team.
Yeah. What are like the requirements? I'm gonna kind of answer my own question, but I think the amount of occupied enemy tiles in last season is an important requirement, right?
Yes.
What else do you?
Yes, we really look at number of occupied enemy tiles, and for this season, after we had the ceasefire, we took a snapshot in time, and that is what we used to analyze our players for the different rewards, right? So it's not just about what the numbers are, but also what players have done to help the team get there, right? So be it doing flags at the right time, being at the right place at the right time, and knowing and what to do, and doing the right actions. It is obviously heavily on participation and activity. We gave a couple cores away for highest destruction, highest number of enemy tiles captured. Obviously, some of the fighter bases got core due to the merits and the number of kills. But that's not the only way we want to analyze our players and provide rewards for them, because Alliance does not succeed just based on one type of player.
Yeah, Steve in the chat says that enemy tiles is a good thing to see, but there are also some players who do ways in empty tiles to enemy walls or when gate opens. So you are talking, Steve, about the speed tilers, and I guess, jrock, you also acknowledge the speed tilers? I mean...
Yes, I mean, there were certain players that always, as soon as we ask for speed tiles, we start doing speed tile plans. They're jumping in right there, doing it right away. Which we really appreciate that, because it's tough to do that for some players, because you have to be ready at a moment's notice, right? And you have to have really quick reaction times to be able to speed tile effectively.
It's funny because the other day I had Pirate P coming in live stream for NBH, and he was saying like something similar as all the players, regardless of their strength, were valued. And this is very different from what we were seeing like maybe a year, 2 years ago. So like right now, anyone who is willing to put the time in, and even if it's not a big spender, even if it's free to play, and they just really are good team players, they have their place. They really 100% deserve their place in a top alliance. While some years ago, all the top alliances had strength requirements. So this is good for the good players that cannot spend on game, but it also reflects on how much the power gap has increased. Because now you cannot be a medium fighter. Like, if you don't really invest money in your base, you are not going to be useful for fight at all, right?
100%. A base like mine, I spend not a ton, but I mean, I still have, I'm a 2.5-year-old base. I focus everything on speed tiling on my base. That is the only thing I focus on now is speed tiling, because and destruction power for hitting cities early on. But that is the best way for me to contribute is speed tiling.
Yeah, that's also, I play the base of Never Surrender, and that's also how he plays it. As in, on Never Surrender base, there are many things that are kind of weak. But he has a tier 3 Bane Blade just because of the speed. So he would put the money in increasing his one Bane Blade set for speed tiling. And he has the right skins for speed tiling. He really focuses all his spending effort on the speed tiling.
Yes, and for players that don't want to spend the crazy amount of money to be a top ace, that's the best thing you can do for your team and your alliance.
Yeah, I'm checking now. He doesn't even have 5 Bane Blade, the poor guy.
and you see he's got all the stars on the speed equipment.
Right, marching speed, the engine. So the engine gets more star. The rest, nah. He just upgraded it because you have to have all 6 parts at the same level to go to the next tier.
Yep, and if you logged into my base, you'd see the exact same thing. I got it on the engine and on the wheels. I'm only tier 2, but
yeah,
it's the same theory.
Yeah, so while before you had like the whale base that are good at everything, then you had the medium base that were kind of good at fighting in some situation, and then you had the tilers that would handle everything of speed tiling, making path and all that, and shield walls. Now you have the whale base that handle all the fighting. Then you have like a couple base that can still kick an APC in 14 times sending their APC. And then you have the medium spenders focusing on speed. And the medium spender focusing on fighting will often be called selfish when they try to get composite ties, they try to fight absolutely but cannot kick a garrison out.
Yes.
So is there still space for medium bases to actually fight and have kills?
I think there is still a spot for medium bases because it's not all whales versus whales. Mm-hmm. There are certain points and that a medium base can do some fighting, right? A good example is this season we were holding the line, trying to advance our shield wall against the gate. It was a faction gate that the North had won. And we set up 6 tiles in front of that gate, and we made the mark, laid flags, and we were trying to advance our shield wall. And medium fighters, big fighters, anyone, put your APCs on the tiles. And the interesting tactic there is an APC can only go through so many APCs.
Yeah,
to
20.
kick from a tile. Yep, 20 APCs. Even on a Legion rally, if you have 5 million combat power left to go with troops, and you hit that 20 APC threshold, you're going back.
Yeah.
So that's a big spot for medium spenders, or you're trying to get a pad up, right? Same thing. You can only kill so many APCs from a pad on a single hit. So there is definitely a spot for medium spenders because they will do some damage to a top APC, but they're not going to do a ton. They're not going to prevent the top APC from going there like a top tier 1 base would. But again, not everybody on the opposite side is a top tier base. I think what we're seeing in the game in the last probably year or so is all the top aces are really coming together in a couple top alliances. The TW6, the ZZ7s, Blor's got a couple of really good bases. FoWa, the list goes on. But in years ago, that wasn't the case from what I remember of the game. There were a lot more bases, strong bases spread out, which, in my opinion, made the game more fun because you didn't know what you were going to get. And we had LC battles. I can't remember the last time I had an LC battle.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen anymore.
I know it's not balanced enough, but I think at some point those big bases that were spread around, they were often alone being the big base in the alliance, so they had to carry their team in all the actions that require the top base. So this might burn out a player to be the one on which the whole alliance relies on some action.
100%. I totally agree and can understand that.
So it kind of makes sense that they would come together at some point, but also they are bored if there are too many. So what is the ideal number of super big base for an alliance to have fun and have fun?
That's the $1 million question right there, Mel.
Okay,
I don't know if
$1 million. jrock is offering $1 million if someone has a good answer in the chat. Thank you, jrock.
I mean, I think where vKv is at right now, I think this is a really good spot for not a top tier alliance, but a very strong, reasonable tier alliance. So I mean, we're not going to be guaranteed to win every Eden. Yeah, we're okay with that. We will win most Dawns and most Oblivions, just due to the power we have. We had a really good run during All Stars, getting third. We lost to Dow. It was a very close match. It was nail biting till the end. We haven't really had a whole lot of really good matches there, but also there could be an exciting Dawn this week for our opponents.
Who is our opponent?
Yes, we have LNG this week.
Ooh. Oh, I like LNG in Dawn.
Yes. But the thing that keeps me excited is you come up against some not so strong alliances in Dawn or Oblivion, and it always makes me feel really, really warm and have fun when they never give up. Yeah. During Oblivion. We've had a couple of those in the past couple months. Jazz was fantastic to play against. They never gave up. Yeah. I think they were missing their big base during that one. In Maher. But they never gave up. We also had a really fun match against WCA, who we ended up being on the same faction with. Right. And those were fantastic matches. You know, they didn't get many points, but they kept it interesting, and everybody had a good time during those matches.
I see Clash of Alliance now, so of course there is LNG, but we are in a 4 alliances Clash of Alliance bracket. I'm so kind of excited to see ELX. I mean, I know they cannot, they cannot do much in down, but we are friends there.
Yes.
It's where Chef PP is, so, and other people that are fun to play with and with some strong bases.
Good. I'm excited for this Saturday then.
Yay! Let's stream it! Yeah, I can stream it actually. I will be here. Okay, I will be streaming it. Chef
Perfect.
isn't joining vKv. Chef is missing a few tickets. So my plan, because I really want him to join us. You want him to join us also, jrock, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we can beg our team to sponsor his tickets. I'm not sure we should do that. That is not... We shouldn't do that. Can we beg our team to sponsor his tickets? No, we shouldn't do that.
I don't know about that one.
No. Yeah, no. Maybe not this season. Let's just burn him in down. He will enjoy it.
Yes.
Okay, it has been 1 hour. I think that's it for my question because I wasn't prepared at all, as you know. And I think we did absolutely amazing for a stream that was not prepared. What do you think?
I think it was a good time, and hopefully everybody watched and learned something.
Yes, and I will now finish the Alliance ranking now that we saw who is in Summit Arena top 16. I'm kind of excited to see the end of the migration also, because many states are still waiting to distribute a bunch of places to the Alliance. TZ is sending nothing but love to vKv, and Milo is saying, nice job. I think that's for us. Yes, nice job, jrock.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much for joining me. Do you have a last word, like a matchmaking wish or recruitment message? Matchmaking wish would be nice for this season.
Honestly, I think Draco said it, but vKv versus FoWa would be super fun.
Yeah, and
I think the bases are matched pretty evenly.
Yes, and who do you want as a lie?
I honestly don't know. That's a really tough question, and I don't know. I'm not as familiar with these older state bases, coming from 1330 and only spending 1 season in 1225. But I'm open to everybody.
Can I make a wish so you can, as a boss, check it in allies? Because you have this power, right, in matchmaking to select enemies and allies that you want to have this season. You have that power.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Can I ask for ELX as ally?
Certainly, I'll make a note of that.
Ah, yay. Okay, great. Okay, thank you so much, jrock, for being here. And I hope you come back another time. I will have prepared for you like a crazy amazing questions. Like in the middle of the season, when you don't have a life anymore and you are just droning in last shelter every day, this will be the time I will invite you.
Oh. Sounds good, Mel. Thank you.
Yay, thank you. See you soon. Bye.
Yep, see ya. Bye.
Okay, that was jrock with our unprepared interview. I mean, we talked about him coming here for like a week or so, but in the end, I just tell him like a long novel today about idea of stuff we could talk about, and I really appreciate how much clarity he brings with no preparation. I invited invited so many people from vKv and talked about vKv so much. It was time I got the R5 here. I mean, last season wasn't possible because Never Surrender is not amazing at speaking English. So yeah, that's why we fired Never Surrender. No. Might also get his team upgrade. She can't escape from TW6 next season. That's right. It's FoWa is again a crazy force. Like she made like a big base makes an alliance attractive for the big base. That's just how it works. Because at some point, big base being alone, they're tired of being alone. So they want not to be the only one carrying the alliance, so they would join. And Maya is a reliable big player, so it attracts other big base. Her in AVC brought a lot of strength to AVC, and now in FoWa, they can stay under the radar forever. Why did vKv give up in the last Eden? It wasn't a vKv decision. As jrock said earlier, FoWa was managing the discussion with North, and vKv was not in the discussion with North. So I can't answer that question. It's a tiny bit late to ask jrock. But it was definitely not a vKv only decision. It was definitely wall faction decision. Also, don't underestimate Canada. He's already at level 1250 in satellite. He jumped a lot after sold base. Oh yeah, now he doesn't have to spread his spending. I was about to say he's not. It doesn't have to spread his spending in multiple base. But I looked at 970 earlier, and I saw that the R5 of the Alliance was another of his base. So let's see, he has this base, Canada Haven, which is probably his big one. But if you check FoWa, R5 is silver tip Eliski, and that is Canada. Not in top 5 here. Let's see. Can we see the base here? We cannot see it. So I don't know if it's like an alt base, also fighting base, but he still has multiple bases. I don't think anyone is underestimating Canada. As it was said, it would be a really fun matchmaking. Canada 970 sold to Apo Goku. Oh. Whoa. Isn't it's Canada old base? Isn't it like a Goku base? I thought it was Goku base that he's now sharing or something. Okay. And Canada sold to Chris. Oh, wait. Those are these 3 bases, right? Chris, Apogoku, Canada Haven. 2 of them were Canada like 5 minutes ago. Okay, thank you for the explanation. So Chris bought Goku and Goku bought Canada. Oh, makes sense. So they keep all the big base in the family. Makes sense. Okay, let's see. I'm not that tired. I mean, we can advance a little bit on this ranking, okay? Let's do a ranking. That's the important stuff for the new season. Okay. We have here, I moved the old power here, so we'll put all that. Oh, wait. I just put it here and I want to... Okay, that's fine. All these, we put it in red. Conditional formatting. F. Done. Okay. So this is the power last season of those alliances. Okay. Okay, I just want to see all here. Okay. Let's see the other. Oh, this is what I use to just update those in my map. So that's all the alliances we had in my map last season. So I didn't update the power for all the big alliances. Oh, that's bad of me. Okay. Let's update at least those in Summit Arena. Okay, so 6-7E. 6-7E, we have to add them. 6-7E have 1 and 2 bases in Summit Arena, and we said they have 2 other from Perseverance Division. 2 in Fearless, 2 in Perseverance, Pal and Jew. And what about the power now? How did I write the power? Okay. So their power. Yep, all stay in FoWa. Thank you, jrock. You did very well. Next time is you, Manu. Next time is you to dissect Rhyno base. Okay, what about FoWa? FoWa now is at 213 G power. Wait. Oh. Okay. No, this doesn't make sense. What did I do here? Wait, what did I do? If F3 is not 0, okay. Now that we do F3 minus. It is. So we have the growth of the alliance over the season. So we can see FoWa grew that much since last season. Perfect. Okay, then. vKv. Okay, vKv is less power than last season. Top 16, top 16, top 16. Godzilla is not anywhere anymore. VXP. So VXP is now. So there is growth. And how many players do they have in top 16? They have 1. This one. Catch it. Okay, next is 9FD. Okay, now this guy is yelling in the signature here. Wait a second, I don't have 9FD here. Does that mean they were... Did they change name? Or was there like never a big alliance before? 924. I don't have them here. Oh? Is that a new alliance? 9FD. Fearless. 924. Huh. And the name of the base is 9FD, 9FD, Evil Zombie. Who is that? Does someone know? Catchy just moved to VXP last week. Change name, check profile gift. Check profile gift of Evil Zombie? Huh? That's the R5. BF forever and always. For best friend or boyfriend? There is a kiss and a hurt. 757, a passionate kiss from passionate me. 988. Heavy is the head who blazes the 420 every day. Okay. 988. Thanks for your help. 988. Yup, truly a monster truck. 988 again. So this base comes from 988. Okay, 810. The luckiest thing of 2022 is to fight side by side with you. I'm free from loneliness ever since I had you. 810 also, a different person. 810 again. Keep rolling, keep spinning. Oh, that's the CPPO7. NOA. Okay. 988, 988, 988, 988. And 810. Yeah, I think we can safely say that this base was in 810, then 988. And then it moved here. In 924. Hello, Vinay. Bat is the old alliance name. Yeah. Yeah, but they were in different state. I don't even have them here. I don't have 810 either. Nah. Okay. Okay. And next we have LNG here. LNG. And LNG has multiple players. There is MJ and there is Shin. And that's it, which is yep. Let's delete the other ones. Two. Old ones. Okay. Tax ultimate is here. Is that it for the left side? Is it for the left side? Tax 1 ultimate. And power of tax now? Ooh. I don't see the power from last season, but we can see the power from 2 seasons ago here. Let me check that. Wait, where is my filter? Okay. Okay, so that was the power 2 seasons ago. We can see they grow. Ultimate, but we didn't grow. You see, I have the power from 2 seasons ago. This shows like a growth of 135 million. So that is positive. That is actually not half bad. It just, we have to consider that it's on 2 seasons. Next is Sol. Sol didn't have a base in this top 16 thing before. Sol. I hadn't even ruled the alliance here. Sol. 1. Given. Okay. Fearless. State 961. But I know the name of this alliance. Oh, they are small. I know the name of this alliance. I saw them before. Last time I was unlucky, got selected in top 10, but didn't get giveaway. Ah, yeah, depends. I'm for state 1458. Oh yeah, maybe you see the summit arena from the younger state? I don't see it from the younger states. So we could use some insight to know what are the big alliances in the younger states now. Look, XDC still has one. But XDC is like kinda falling now. Since they lost few bases. They're having a hard time. Oh, I say that and they still have so much more power than us. Okay, okay. They survive. No, I was correct here. Okay. Let's find the old power. XDC. Ah. 2 seasons ago, they had so much more. Okay. N9 and B. Oh, but that's not the cat. Wait, I think it's bugged. No, no, no. Oh wait, you don't see it fully. Okay, it might be better. Okay, 9 and B. Oh, 9 and B didn't really grow though. Ah, it grew a little. Bye, Naveen. That seems to be ugly cat. Wait, there is pretty cat and ugly cat. Valena changed name and photo, so she might she also sold. That's crazy to me that there are still the big base. They sell so fast still after all those years. How many did we say in TW6 are in top 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. TW6. 5. Ryu. Pasha. Migjun's 2. Luigi. And who was the 5th? Who was the 5th? I take, obviously. Does anyone knows here if I take second base ended up selling or not? And obviously, they still grow. Crazy. Oh, wait a second. Let's see. I was about to say TW6 maybe has the biggest growth, but FoWa has a bigger growth of power here. Let's just fix those ones. Those two weren't here in my ranking, so we can know how much they grew. I just fix this. And 670, let's see, 2 seasons ago, they were here. They must have grown so much. Biggest growth. Biggest growth here in 2 seasons. 5 base in top 16 is crazy. And we saw that in this top 16 in all the states, there is also a luck factor for the bases to reach in the top 16. So they have other super big bases that are just not showing here. TKC. What is that? The King Comes. What's the name of an alliance from 518 back in the day? TKC. No, we saw TKC. They were super strong at some point. Where's this? I'm pretty sure TKC, the King Come. It was a super strong alliance at some point. Where I don't remember which season I found them, and I found it hard. So that's Vanguard division. But they were a big thing at some point. I think it's always hard for the alliances in Chinese log state to grow because they can recruit for not so many states. So it makes it complicated. See, 67 players. That's a bit limited. Okay. Next, FoWa. Okay, FoWa has 2 or 3 base. 1, 2, 3 base. Oh, with that, they are back in the game. With Mia, Dharma, and who was the third one already? Oh, third person. Deep, Cody. Okay, and how is FoWa power? I bet they also have a crazy growth. Let's see what we had as their power in April 2025. Okay, that was their power in April 2025. That is crazy growth. I think they got 6-7E beaten. So FoWa and 6-7E are really the winner of migration this season. Okay, wait a second. How would that be possible, Steve? You say, get me out of there. Stay 20. Stay 20, a base from AC? 6-3-3. low tech. Okay, so there is high tech and now there is low tech. Next to Chili, Brahim, and also this is the group from NNW. We have this low tech 2011. So gift from high tech. Champion 2025. Runner-up 2024. Runner-up 2022. Runner-up 2023. What do you mean that's TKC base? This is an old high-tech base. Right? That's old high-tech base, right? Why you say it's TKC base? Now I'm looking for a screenshot of old high-tech base to confirm with the ID. Ah, yes. Oh, okay. That wasn't... The two messages were not related. Okay. Low-tech base. Okay, but today is low-tech, so I would assume that it didn't change. It's not someone named low-tech buying high-tech base. So either it's now a shared base with other friends of the Alliance, or simply an alt of high-tech. Okay. Let's continue on this. Wait a second. I'm annoying you here, right? I'm lost on my screen. Okay, that's here. Voila. So you can see what I see. This will be a tiny bit better. Okay. So next is NBH. We saw two bases from NBH. Pirate P and Apollon. Same as in last Summit Arena. NBH. 2 Pirate P and Apollon. Let's check the power. NBH. I know power is not that important, but it is very helpful to see if an alliance got growth. You know, if they would get new players or lose some players, you would see a difference there. Okay. And they grew by quite a bit. I mean, not so much, but this is growth. Okay, and next. ZZ7. Oh, ZZ7 must be like 3 base. We have Mimilu here. Bully and Same. Three Mimilu, Bully, Same. And over 200 billion power. I think I don't have the power from last season, so there will be lots of growth from 2 seasons ago. But from last season, I'm not sure, because they got all the migration the season before. Boom! Huge growth in 2 seasons. But it's not from this season, from the previous one. Okay, next. Top 16. S51 jersey. So jersey always, oops. Consistently in the top 16 every season. S51 seems to me that it's not an alliance that has lots of change. Like maybe they are rather good at keeping their player, at having good atmosphere. I am not in there, but I would assume because they just slowly grow. Jersey always being carrying the team. With others, obviously. But they are not trying to be a super big alliance. Oh, if they do try, they do fail, but I think they don't try. Then we have Merm, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. Oops. vKv used to have a power tracker. Still don't know how they did that. Oh, right. We can ask. I don't remember the guy doing that. I don't remember who was doing that, but yeah. There is someone with a power tracker for bases. No, in the past I used a base tracker on the map. So it was like an automation that would check one by one. So it's like it used farm base in the game that would check all tiles one by one. Basically, you just need to click here, enter the coordinates, and you check 1, 1, and it checks is there a base here or not. And you can check that. And then it goes through all the tile of the map. So you can track a base in desert with this. But don't do that. Don't do that. Obviously, don't do that. There are some people also using like kinda. I don't know exactly how they would do this, but they had a way to extract the matchmaking before the matchmaking happened for the regular Doomsday season. Because for the regular Doomsday season, it's 10 states. So they would extract the matchmaking before the season open, so they know what are the 10 states playing together. Then you can't do that. It's too complicated. Too many alliances from different states. But yeah, here we have tracked all the alliances from the top 16. So let's hide those ones. So here's all the alliances in Vanguard and Fearless Division that have bases in the top 16 of Summit Arena. So those are the ones who will be able to handle the big fight, and you have to see that like for matchmaking, because matchmaking take into consideration the power of an alliance, but also the number of big base. So if you look at an Eden map at the beginning of the season, if you really count everything, you should be able to see a similar sum of power on both sides and similar number of super big bases on both sides. TW6 still miles ahead. Yeah. Kinda. So I sorted it out by growth, but it's like not exact, because here's some of the power from 1 season ago and for 2 seasons ago. So let's sort it by current power. So the top alliance right now is TW6. If we base on power and having bases in Summit Arena. So TW6 would be the first one. And yeah, miles ahead of everyone. You're totally right, Izzy. This is like 100 G power more than the second one. So it's like 150% of the second alliance. This is crazy. I mean, it must be bored, no? But yeah, TW6 crushing in power and having the most bases in top 16 of Summit Arena. Second, we have 67E that actually takes the place. So like, we talk a lot about ZZ7 because it feels to us that ZZ7 should fight TW6, but 67E is bigger in alliance power, so we could expect that in average they have more stronger base in their medium bases, and especially as they are fearless, so younger bases than ZZ7 and TW6. Also ZZ7 has a lot of very young bases, and they have four bases in Summit Arena top 16. So we can see that the Summit Arena top 16 base, this is a ranking that kind of follows alliance power. Third alliance in this ranking, so only the alliances with bases in top 16 Summit Arena, is the Z7. So no surprise here. I mean, kinda surprised that they are not second actually. With Mimilyu, Bully, and Same. After that, we have FoWa. So the last one that is over 200 G power, that has three bases in Summit Arena top 16. Up. And then we have Blow, still following alliance power ranking, okay? So there is Blow with Merm, and they're getting close from the 200 G power. Right behind them, there is XZC. XZC is not growing right now. They lost power, and this can be related to losing their top bases. After that, we have NBH that is on a really good curve to grow and still have the exact same two bases in Summit Arena, Pirate P and Napoleon. Then we have 9NB, one base in top 16, but not the same as usual. It's stagnating, so on growth. Then music is distracting me. And we have S51 that is actually growing quite well. And Tax that is growing. And I know as Steve said, oh, we don't grow. You are growing. Could be only you crushing it on Troop Day, but this amount of growth, over 100 million, this is not just Troop Day thingies. After that, we have FoWa, and that is definitely a sleeper alliance. You see it's below 150 G, but there are three bases in top 16. So this is a sleeper alliance, but getting crazy growth with getting the 6K migration this season. vKv now falls back down, but still three bases in Summit Arena top 16. So it goes back to being a sleeper alliance. Low power for Crazy Strength. So it kind of reminds me when I talked about vKv first time in this channel and saying that it was like the equivalent of AVC for the young states. And now we can see that exactly with FoWa and vKv being in a similar situation, around the same amount of power, and with three bases in Summit Arena top 16, way below those big ones. And we have 9FD, that is a new alliance to put on the map. So 9FD, Sol, and TKC are new to put on the map. Even though I know TKC from the past, they are very small now, but they were a big thing that was dominating the 700 states. So in the first Eden, including the 700 states, TKC was the one everyone was fearing. So even if they show here because they have one base in the Summit Arena top 16, I would still guess that it's not the result of growth, but the result of falling down. And here's the XP that we already had. That is kind of stagnating, but has catch it now in top 16. Well, that's a good start of a ranking. Problem with 670 is that they don't have a top tier base. Are you kidding? I already know 678 will not work with vKv or ZZ7. Why so? Why do you say they don't have a top tier bases? It was their problem like seasons ago. It was their problem in All-Star. But now they got so much big migration. This is done. They didn't have big bases in All-Star, but see the growth. This is crazy growth. If we sort out the alliances by growth, 67E is third. They have crazy growth. Yeah, no, in All-Stars they didn't have big bases, so they had like this super good strategy that couldn't carry them to the very end of All-Star because of lacking power bases. It's not a problem anymore. They have two bases in the Fearless Summit Arena, and they have two that were in Summit Arena in Perseverance Division, Longinus Pal and Ju. History with 1235. Meh. I mean, you think of Pal and Ju, but those are just the players you know. But other players, they're fine. Unicorn. Someone send a unicorn. It doesn't work. The MJ sent a unicorn. Thank you, MJ, for the unicorn. It didn't work for the alert, but I appreciate the unicorn. Nah, I think new vKv, all stage vKv, can totally fit with new 670. And thank you, MJ, for the coffee. Now, I also noticed there is animosity between Chinese and Korean. Yeah, it happens a lot since like all maps. All maps, it happens. All maps there is an issue, but depends always on the season and the leadership. And I don't know, when people win, they can find a way to work together. The issue is like when people land on a map and they think, oh no, it will be hard, we will lose, and then they start finding excuse and they pick on their own side. And they're like, yeah, no, I cannot work with those ones, so just what, we will lose the season. But it's just often lack of confidence from day one. If they think they can win, they find a way to work together. If they think they cannot win, then they will pick on each other and use each other as excuse not to work together and lose with that excuse. Hi, Goku. Congratulations of making it to top 16 of Summit Arena. Oh, wait. I think I haven't bet. Goku. I was about to close the stream, but now that you are here, Summit Arena, are you winning that match? Oh, wait. It's not very visible. Are you winning that match, Goku? Yes? Okay. I bet on you. I bet all I have on you, okay? So you better tell me the truth. Easy win? I don't know. They voted that they bet above 10% on the 670 person. Okay, I bet all I have on you, Goku. So if you don't win, I'm gonna find you next season and burn you. I'm just kidding, of course. I wouldn't burn you. Unless you're on the opposite side. Who is this jrock you speak of? Jrock is vKv R5. If you just arrived last worthy, you can watch the replay later. So vKv R5 is jrock. Oh, Pika actually likes to put the R5 in it's a spreadsheet, so I could add a R5 thing. Okay, I know him. I was with him in 1330. Oh, okay. I know you play. Okay, jrock is still here. So why didn't you join vKv in 1001? Oh, Les, you should come to my live stream someday. We talked about doing something on video together at some point, I think. Oh, did we talk about that? No, I talked about it with myself. I think I talked about it with myself, that we could do a video together. Love you, MJ! I am the 1250 now, and we landed ALT map this season. Oh, you are doing the Water Eden, right? Can I have a base on your map? Can you give me access to your base? No, don't ask people for their password in live stream. Devs might be watching. I'm not asking you for your password, but I want to see the Water Eden, see if they improve stuff compared to what they were doing in the Frontier States. Can send you logs to a base. Oh, that would be amazing. I really want to see the Water Eden, because I was impatient to see it in our... Maybe we get Water Eden this season? Yeah. Maybe we get Water... We still have few weeks. I would love to steal your base, steal your alt, steal your flag, and explore your Eden. I still don't get how you guys landed alt with all the power you have. I think younger states are very unbalanced, and you have only 2 maps or something, right? You have like 2 maps. Oh, MJ sending little hearts to Goku. Goku, I saw you applying to our state. What do I do with that? Just kidding. Okay, who apply to our state? Oh, game is getting laggy. Why is game getting laggy? Oh, 4-5 maps now. Bracket is 1201 to 1350. Okay, so there are more states, so you have more maps. That is good. 2 maps was not enough variation every season. Okay, who do we accept in this application list? Jekan, Tilay. This space is a bit bigger than the other ones. They are all farms. Blue Baby Mystery. That's an alt. Ayala, Tony, Laplace. Oh, did someone refuse you, Goku? I know I saw your name here. Many players join in 678. Yes, have you seen this growth? This is crazy. Like over 2 seasons, the biggest growth is at Z7, but FoWa and 670, those are the winner of migration this season. Winner of migration this season, FoWa 670. ZZ7 was winner of migration the season before, but FoWa 670, we can make them pink to signify that they are the winner of this season migration. Pink. Mostly from new states. FoWa received migration mostly from 280s SXK. That is what is boosting their power so much. While 670 got from younger states. So even if FoWa got more power, if I had to rank their migration, I would rank 670 first. Because they got 2 top 16 base from younger state. But really, they got 3 super strong base from Perseverance Division. So they have now 5 big bases. And you know that the younger base, they don't have all the troop fluff that we old people have. So the bases have like more value per power. Makes sense. Dante, I think active player. Oh, if you consider it's an active player, this means it's a really active player, because you say, oh, I am less active this season. I only clean 3,000 tiles. Dante active player? But you can't know if it's a... Okay. You can know if it's a use application, if they don't send a message. Oh, I'm getting tired. I will need to close the stream. If they don't send a message, it just troll. Like we apply everywhere. Many people apply everywhere. I could apply everywhere. So it might not be a serious application. If I check other state, I can check if he applied here too. Oops, I accidentally applied. Oops. Oh no. That's what. Oh, now I have. It was an accident. I didn't want to apply. Now I have to apply to all, so they wouldn't know. Apply. Although if I apply only for one state, people will think I'm serious. So now I have to apply for everything, and then I love receiving invitation message. It's always a good opportunity to talk with nice people. So let's apply everywhere. Oh, this one is ours. List is full. We can have a full list. List is full. Oh yes, it's when they accepted all 15. Oh, my bad. Okay, this one not full. Already applied. Oof. My mistake is now fixed. 670 got strawberry base from 128. No, not from 128. Strawberry base. Wait, strawberry? Sorry, where was that before? It was in 9NV. In 9NV with a cat. XZC. Okay, XZC. Never mind me. XZC. Right. XZC is probably losing power now. XZC. Yeah, losing power. It hurt them too bad to lose their top players. I say that, and we are literally the last one on the list because of the split with BXM. Whatever. Happens. I received already at least 120 message telling me I told you so. But that's okay, it's all friendly. Ayala 970, yes, but no talking with Ayala. Just he just applied, so I guess he applied in multiple states too. 678 got Ju and Pal, and another one, don't remember the name. BG and Hope overpowers the bracket now that vKv left. Okay, that's for the younger states. Who's was less active cleaning 3K tiles? You? You did. Check your line. I sent you log. Yo, cool. Yeah, I will check that outside of stream for another stream, because now I will go to sleep soon. You can probably find me applied on a few. Fat finger. Yeah, you see, if you apply on one, you have to apply to all. Otherwise, I think it's serious. If they see you everywhere, it's fine. But if they see you applied only on one, doesn't sound serious. Tell Lust to unblock me. Lust, TZ asks to unlock him. Let's say I see you in world chat on the alt map. I think it didn't even block you, TZ. It just ignores you. Accept Ayala. Ayala didn't send a message. We don't accept someone who doesn't send a message. And how we decide to accept or not accept a base, it's a bit hard because Ayala is in UBB, so one could wonder why Ayala is not in the top alliance in his state, what happened there. So there really is a talk to have to figure out, like, if it's a reject from FoWa or if it was his own choice to be in UBB for a while. I see his comment on your screen, but not in chat, because he's on Twitch and you are on YouTube. Yeah. It's not because you are blocked. It's Lust on Twitch, TZ on YouTube. You're far away. Yes, we'll check water map, but I will check like another stream, because here is midnight, so I won't stay long. I'm just reading the chat, and you all don't stop talking. So. I can't see his message either. Yeah, he's on Twitch. Wait, I will give the link for Twitch, because I need anyway, I need more like on Twitch. Wait, what is my Twitch name? Link. Okay. Yeah. Subscribe on Twitch. I have no one on Twitch. And when I fix the notification on Twitch, it will be super nice. Ayala left FoWa. Okay, this was his choice. Yeah. Then he's acceptable. Twitch. Oh, right. You're right, MJ. I have comment now. Do I have a Twitch? Twitch. It seems I don't have. I need to create that. New command. Twitch. Link. Create. Okay, now it should work. Huh? It's not working again. Okay, it didn't join. Leave channel, join channel. And now... Okay, now it detects the chat. Okay. Let's try something else. It's working, yeah. Oh, MJ, have you seen? I included many bot command just for you. Check that. I'm so bad at typing. I type it correctly? I added all of your suggestions. Oh, now it gets crazy and it sends all at once. I added all your suggestions, MJ. I think I must shield this season or wait until everyone merge. No, you said you want access to all our flag base to pass. So we do that. But now I want to play with the bot. So I will have to close the stream. Or at least go to the outro screen. So we can just play with the bot. And we continue chatting with Water Eden on Lust Map next time. On Thursday Reset? Maybe Thursday Reset. See you all in world chat and stuff. Play with the bot sounds naughty. Yeah, bot sounds. We're gonna add this on Twitch when I get time to fix the alerts, because it used to work and I don't know. I'm just bad with it. I don't know if I can do this on YouTube. Anyway. Thank you all for being here with me. Have lots of fun on your Eden or not Eden or drama between season or whatever you're doing right now in game. See you soon. Bye bye.